Good day everyone, my name is Joshua Vargas and I'm going to tackle all about what is meeting minutes and its content. So, what is meeting minutes? Meeting minutes are the written or recorded documentation that is used to inform attendees and non-attendees what happened or what is discussed during a meeting. So let's proceed to the contents. The first content of the meeting minutes is the date, place and time of the meeting. Next, the purpose of the meeting. What's the meeting all about? Third one is the name of the chair or facilitator who's going to handle the minutes. Next is the list of attendees. Next, list of outside guests or participants who will join the meeting. Next one is the date, place and time of the next meeting. Next one is the person who will going to take the next meeting minutes. Next content is the copies of the material distributed at the meeting. For example, if this is a Xerox copy, paper, or a book. Next one is any visual display used. For example of this is the PowerPoint presentation, video presentation, and etc. Next content is the approval of previous meeting minutes and its all resolution. Then, record the principal points, discuss action taken, and discussion made. And the last one is the time of adjournment, when and where the meeting ended. Thank you.
Good day everyone, my name is Bianca Lopez and I am going to discuss about meeting minutes as historical document. As historical document, meeting minutes are very useful for documenting the key ideas or discussion points that led to a decision. For example, effective meeting minutes may specify the 5 alternatives the team discussed why one was selected over the others. Meeting minutes for the typical business meeting do not need to require an exact conversation. They also do not need to and should not state who said what, nor should they document every participant says in detail. Of course, this rule is very different for the other types of minutes, such as situations where legal action is being discussed, court hearings, and so forth. These minutes do require an exact conversation and statements. But unless HR is discussing about litigation suit, your typical workplace meeting does not document every iota. Thank you.
Good day everyone, I'm Marmeto and I'm here to report about when and how to share meeting minutes. First is to disseminate to attendees and attendees of the meeting electronically at the end of the meeting. Basically, meeting minutes should be shared electronically. Some of the companies use share notebooks to share the meeting minutes that happened after the meeting. So if you use share notebook, it will send directly to the account of whom you will wish to send. Second is the participants would have immediate notice of their commitments and deadlines. Some of the meeting only talks about deadlines and commitments. Every employee should be committed to their deadlines. Every employee should be committed to their projects that are given to them. And every employee should be committed to their works and job. So last but not the least is to review the prior meeting at the start of the next meeting. It is understandable that you should review the notes that you have done at the start of the next meeting. So you will review if the information you have gathered is accurate to the meeting that happened. That's all. Thank you.
Good day. I am Peruda. My topic is all about how the organization taking meeting minutes. Critical to a meeting success, the note taker or the recorder documents the meeting for participants to have a recorded history. And for those employees who were not able to attend the meeting, without meeting minutes, the meeting prospects are diminished because people on the balance cannot absorb and then remember a wealth of information. For example, in some meeting, the same employee takes the minute at every meeting, or the role of minute taker passes from employee to employee. And also, the role of note taker is to build leadership, communication, and effective meeting skills, and to have a coveted job.
Patricia and Ortiz. I am going to report about the requirements of the meeting minutes note taker. The requirements for the note taker includes the ability to: the first one is to record accurately the decision, commitment, and major discussion point made at the meeting. The second one is to record the action items that the meeting members committed to doing along with the due date members committed to. Action items have a name attached, but the general discussion does not state who said what in informal workplace meeting. The third one is to record the major discussion or major decision and the assignments or voluntary commitments and action items at the end of the meeting, so participants can agree on the commitments before leaving the meeting. The fourth one is to be a team player and be flexible. Why? Why do we have to be a team player and to be flexible? Because the attendees can add to or correct anything that they disagree within the minutes. The fifth and the last one is to work expediently, to distribute copies of the meeting minutes within 24 hours of the meeting, which has been the standard recommendation of meeting facilitators for decades. Why? Because most records are capturing the minutes on an electronic devices such as laptop or iPad. The note taker should distribute the meeting notes after a quick review of spelling, grammar, or clarity.
Good day everyone, I am Andrea Portus and I'm going to discuss about incident reports. Incident report is a form that is filled out in order to record details of an unusual event that occurs at the facility, such as an injury to a patient. Ideally, incident reports should be completed as soon as possible after the injury, depending on the severity of the incident. The report may be solely used by the company for future safety planning, or it may go to insurers, the overseeing regulatory body, or the police. Incident has two types. Number one is the near miss. Near miss is an unplanned event that did not result in injury, illness, or damage, but has the potential to do so. The next is an event that causes injury or simply as accident. It involves personal injury to an employee, loss of production, or property damage. In an accident, something goes wrong and a person is hurt, equipment is broken, and workplace is interrupted. Why is incident report important, or why does it matter? It is simply because without report, there can be no corrective action. Employee safety is paramount. When an accident happens once, it can happen again unless the cause is identified and addressed. In addition to these factors, legal protection is essential. If you do not address the causes of workplace incidents, you may be liable if an employee files a complaint against you, and you will almost certainly be inviting an inspection for violation of workplace regulations. So all in all, when an incident occurs, it is important to report the occurrence so actions such as an investigation can be taken to make sure that a similar or more serious incident does not happen again. That's all, thank you.
Hi, my name is Kristofferson Garcia. My topic is why incident report is important. An incident report is a form that is filled out in order to record details of an unusual event that occur at the facility, such as an injury to a patient. The purpose of the incident report is to document the exact details of the occurrence while they are fresh in their minds of those who witnessed the event. And why incident report? It's an important part of client safety and quality improvement. And we learn from incident and, if possible, reduce the likelihood that they will happen again. Thank you.
These are the contents of the incident report: date, time, and a specific location of the incident, names and departments of the employees involved and immediate supervisors, names and accounts of witnesses, events leading up to incident, and exactly what employee was doing at the moment of the incident, environmental condition, the specific injuries, types of treatment for injuries, and damage to equipment or materials.
Good day everyone. I am Donnesa Alvarez and I am going to report when should be an incident report be completed. So there are 3 steps to complete that incident report. The first one is following protocol. In following protocol, it indicates first following instructions. You need to follow any instructions that indicates in the form. The second is start the report as soon as possible. Write only the basic facts that the incident occurs. The third is provide the basic facts. Start the report with a sentence clearly that stating the following basic information. For example, the time, date, and the location of an incident. The fourth one is include a line about the general nature of the incident. Describe what brought to you at the scene of that incident. The second step is describing what happened. The first one is write a first-person narrative telling what happened. Write a chronological narrative of exactly what happened to the scene. The second is be thorough. Write as much as you remember. The more details, the better. The third one is be accurate. Do not write something in the report that you are not sure. The fourth is be clear. Don't use flowery. Your writing should be clear and concise. And the last is be honest. Even if you're not proud of how you handled a situation, it's imperative that you write it in an honest way. And the last steps is polishing the report. In polishing the report, it indicates first, double-check the basic facts. Check it to make sure that the information is matched to your listed report. The second is edit and proofread your report. Read through it to make sure it's coherent and easy to understand. And the last is submit your incident report. Submit an incident report in a person and make yourself available to answer further questions. Thank you.